I've talked about this film twice already in the recent weeks. Once on PJ's Media Reviews, a second time I did a live watch on this very channel with a good friend of mine, Treklad, Justice League from 2017. It's time to figure out whether it's absolute bullshit or true. It's not true greatness. It really isn't. Oh my god. Okay. Justice League. This movie is a pile of hot trash. It's just absolute ass. From, I was gonna say beginning to end, maybe not. I think the beginning of this film is alright enough. Basically, you don't need a recap. This film is about how the Justice League unites and goes off to fight a very terribly CG animated alien come to terraform the Earth because he has a MacGuffin that enables him to do so. How inspired. Now, in all seriousness, I pretend to be jaded here, and I pretend to dislike the basic premise, but I don't have any problem with it. It's a comic book movie. There's an alien coming in from outer space. He wants to terraform the planet. That's fine with me. It works. It's all about the way it's presented to the audience. It's all about execution, and Justice League fails miserably at all of that. For starters, it tries to give us all of these backstories to all of these characters, and I will say that even if all of these backstories for all of these characters should never have been crammed into the same film, all of these characters needed their own movies, they needed their own backstories before they united as the Justice League in this movie. I must say that even if it all feels so crammed together and so forced, it is the most interesting part of the movie, because basically the other half is just them fighting CG monsters in front of green screens, and all of the visual effects are so obvious and so disgusting. The one thing that a comic book movie needs to at least get right is the visual effects. I would argue that it's also the characters. You need to get the characters right, but if you can't get the characters right, if you can't write the script to be interesting, just make it at least pretty. But this movie is disgusting from beginning to end. All of it. The quality of the visual effects are garbage, but it's not just that. It's the color palette that they go with. Everything is desaturated. Everything is dark and hazy. Nothing is pretty. It's all just shit and cement mixed together, thrown on the wall. I'm already sick of talking about this movie, so I'm just gonna move this thing along. Not all of the performances are solid in this film. I actually think that most of them are quite underwhelming. I am a fan of most of the actors that they have hired, but I think that most of them fail pretty hard at being those characters. I don't know if it's a direction problem. I don't know if it's just because they had all given up on the movie because they all knew that it was gonna be garbage when it came out.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Or maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe sometimes things just don't come together right. Cyborg is the only thing I find truly interesting in this film, and it's saddening to me that we haven't yet had a Cyborg movie. Most of what happens concerning his character doesn't really tread on any story or disrupt any of the continuity in the DCEU canon because we'd never seen him before until then. The other characters, it is a different story. Everything relating to Aquaman basically shits on the Aquaman movie. Most of the things regarding Wonder Woman kinda get shit on by the Wonder Woman movie that came out after, or it shits on the Wonder Woman movie that came out before, so, you know, it's not good. Continuity-wise, it's not good. Plot-wise, it's not good. The humor is jarring and feels so out of place. Insert here the obligatory mention of the Superman mustache, because, of course, it has to be said. It only lasts 2 hours, but it feels like you've been watching it for a week by the time you get to the middle, and there's still so much more to go on. The only spoiler I will give is that this film brings back Superman. It's not so much a spoiler because he's on the poster, but the fact that they bring him back completely undercuts the fact that they killed him, 2 movies before. It's just pointless.
Because a vision softly creeping.
I said this on the live stream, but I'll say it again. The movie is bullshit. That's it for me. Let's never talk about Justice League again until the Snyder Cut comes out, and it hopefully won't be the same thing, just 2 hours longer. Alright, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.